Hello, this is struggling comedian. No, all this was. Hey, this is John Mayer, and you're watching Comedy Matters TV.
John, hey, Jeffrey Gurian from New York City. Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
see you, man.
Have we seen each other before?
At the Comedy Cellar. Yeah, I'm friends with Jeff Ross.
Great.
Yeah, and I know you hang out there.
All the time.
Yeah.
Jeff gives me notes on my bad sets.
I heard. Well, Chappelle told me that you were a comedy guy. I didn't know you did stand-up.
Comedy guy. Well, yeah. I mean, in the bravery of wanting to discover everything creative, I have done it. But I think by doing it, I realized maybe not everything is afforded to me. Maybe not every wish I have needs to happen. There's a Fred Rogers thing I had going on in my life where I was like, I want to know how crayons are made, And now it's like I've learned to appreciate the things I do really well, and I have an ongoing curiosity about comedy and an ongoing enthusiasm about comedy. But I find that Dave Chappelle has all the jokes I was ever going to tell, and then some. So I feel very, very sated by being on stage and having a master like Dave. You know what it's like to hear someone that great all the time. Develop your sense for comedy, but you're still just as bad at doing it if you were to go up. So it's one of these things like your teachers used to be able to help you with a math problem like when they were over your shoulder. And then when you got home, you just couldn't make sense of it. When I'm next to Dave, I feel like I get comedy, but that's because of him.
He makes it look easy.
He makes it look easy. He makes me think I know what I'm doing, but that's his gift. So then when I leave, it's not funny. He makes it funny.
So what do you guys do on stage? Do you riff back and forth?
We riff back and forth. A lot of it's based on music. I find that when I have a guitar in front of me, people in the crowd seem to understand a little more sort of the vocabulary of what's going on because they identify me with a guitar. So that, and it's also a security blanket. Anytime I want to, I can play a thing. I also think there's a built-in humor to the earnestness of a musician that everyone sort of regards as an earnest musician, which I very much am, doing something zany with their voice. They go, oh, that's John Mayer, but he's singing this crazy song. I think it's an opportunity to goof a little bit on this thing that I do for a living that's not entirely or anywhere close to being goofy, But there's a silliness to it.
There's a silliness to it, but also comedy is very much like music. There's a rhythm. And every word has to be in just the right order. I've been a comedy writer for so many years. One word can mess up the whole joke. It's got to be, you got to feel it. And just like music.
Waiting on the world to change. It's a massive difference from waiting for the world to change. And you have to make that decision when you write. Massive differences off of one word. These little pivot points, I like it's like Frogger. It's really Frogger. Trying to get your thing through all of this traffic, without getting smashed by it. This is the same thing with Dead & Company. Play through these changes before the changes get you. Before, basically, it's like there's so many metaphors, like sparring with your coach. If you drop your fists, you get hit in the head. So you got to keep your fists up, And also, it's an ego check. You can't just sit on that stage and listen to Dave talk and wait for him to be done so you can say your thing. That doesn't exist. There's no thing for me to say. It's all a conversation. I don't walk up there going, I want to hit this and that and that and that. It keeps me really reflexive.
John, also, he can go for hours,
Oh, I know. Dead concerts are 4 hours long.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Comedy Matters TV. To check out some of our other videos, click on the boxes on either side of me. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Not just for me, but for my parents.